Let me show you my one light setup for product photography on a white background. Let's go. Firstly, you need to figure out a way to harness your light to have it hanging from the top, shining directly down onto your product. Luckily for me, I have a C-stand, so it makes life a little bit easier. But for those who don't, you might have to get a little creative. For the background, I usually like to have a long piece of white paper that I can clamp onto my C-stand to have it rolling straight from the top all the way to the bottom. But today I'm going to use 2 pieces of white A1 paper that you can actually buy from your local art store. And so they don't move, I'm going to clamp them down. To achieve soft lighting, I'm using a larger softbox. The one I've got here is actually a rectangular softbox and it's larger than the product. You don't have to use a large rectangular softbox. You can use a circular softbox if you have one, even a hexagon or whatever it is. As long as it's probably larger than the product, that'll help give you a nice soft light. I have set that power on the strobe to 132 power. Now I know this because I usually start at 132 and I know that's kind of like the base for this light that I'm using, the AD600 Pro. So I start at 132 and then adjust as I go. Now don't think, oh, I don't have a strobe, I can't actually take this shot. You can. If you have a speed light, that also works. If you have a continuous light, that also works. Just make sure that with the continuous light that you have the curtains or any other external lights closed, off. You want them off completely, otherwise they'll interfere with your shot. Now that's all set up, let's adjust the camera settings. Because I'm photographing with flash, you're going to want to set your ISO to 100. And as a general kind of note, I think you always want to have a low ISO. So even if you're with continuous light, try to keep the ISO as low as possible. For the aperture, I want my shot to be razor sharp. So I'm going to go anywhere between f14 to f18, f20. But for this particular shot, I think I'll set it up at f18. And for my shutter speed, I usually have it set to 1/200th of a second when I'm shooting with flash. My choice of lens is the 100mm macro lens. I love this lens for product photography. It just gives you so much detail and gets right into the face of the product. I love it. And if you haven't used it for product photography, go down to your local camera store and buy one ASAP. Okay, so enough of me blabbering on. Let's take a shot and see what we're looking at. Well, that looks great, right? I'm pretty happy with that. Having that said, I wouldn't mind brightening up the front of the packet a little bit more. And to do this, I'm gonna add in a piece of white foam core from the side of the product so that the light from the top shining down will bounce back in. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. Not bad, right? There you have it. Now, if you wanted to light up the other side of the product, you can also add in another piece of white foam core. Here we go. Let's take another shot and let's see what we're looking at. And there you have it. A really nice, clean image on a white background with nice lighting that you can use on your website, your Instagram, wherever you like. If you guys want to take this photo a little bit further, this is what you can do. Let me show you the quick editing stage to get it on a completely white background. Here we go. So I'm in the Lightroom right now. I'm gonna go to adjust my color. So I'm just gonna put it on flash because I did shoot with flash. I'm gonna adjust my levels a little bit. Then I'm gonna maybe just increase the texture by a tad. That's looking good to me. Shadows, bring them down a little tad. Okay, and that's kind of looking good to me right now. I'm quite happy with that. So what I'll do now is I'll right click on the image and I will go to edit in Photoshop 2021 because I have Photoshop 2021. Now what I'll do is I'll right click and duplicate the layer. Turn this guy off. I might make a new background. That'll be white. So I'm just going to go Command Delete. That'll make it white. As you can see, it's currently white. So let's clip out the product and put it on a white background now. And to do that, this is as simple as it gets. Watch. Click on the background image of this one that we duplicated before. Head over to this section here, hold down, go to Object Selection Tool, click and drag with your mouse over the product and it does a quick selection over it. And all you have to do is head down to this camera icon and click it. Instantly, it puts it onto a white background for you. Now, it's not perfect, but as you can see, to quickly clean it up, all you have to do is you can grab this polygonal lasso tool, click, just do something simple as that. That command delete will actually paint in black. That's why I did that. So if I go here as well, make a selection, and then go command delete, what it's doing is it's painting it out in this area here. Let's check out what's going on down here. It's not too bad. It makes it look real. Command delete. And if you want to bring anything back, what you can do is, I might just do a selection like this, maybe. And instead of command delete, I will switch the color down this area to white. So when I go command delete, it fills in white. Now white brings back pixels from the layer mask, where black hides pixels. Okay. So as you can see in this mask here that we have, all the black area can't be seen, but all the white area can be seen. I hope that makes sense. And there we go. A product shot on a white background, ready for your Amazon, your eBay, your Instagram, your Facebook, wherever you like. Well, that is all from me today, guys. I hope you got something out of this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a like and a subscribe to help others find this video. And I will see you all in the next one. Catches.